Okay, let's talk. This is a really good book. Honestly, the best one out of all of the Bendy books. This is really funny, and it's just amazing. So opening up the book, you are greeted with Bendy Crack Up Comics collections. So, there's a little bit of lore, actually, surprisingly. But these are just some little itty-bitty comic strips you'd see in, like, the newspapers, which are really, really good. This whole panel is actually my favorite one. But, the best part about all of these are, these actually have actual comics in them. Some of my favorites are, this one is one of my favorites. This one's basically Bendy gets a pitchfork from hell, and he can make anything come to life or anything he wants. But it turns out to backfire on him like always. Another one is when Bendy and Boris go to find gold off the top of this mountain. Wasn't my favorite one, but it's still pretty good. Another one is my favorite one. My favorite one is Super Boris. Boris is basically like a Spider-Man thing, but instead of getting bitten by a radioactive spider, he eats some radioactive bacon soup, which then makes him into a superhero. So here is the last one I'm going to talk about, and then I'll tell you my final thoughts. Before we get to that, every time you flip some pages, you can get some of this, and I'll show you some pictures of what you'll be expecting in the book. And my second favorite is To the Moon, or Not Everyone's a Good Fan of Good Comedy. Well, this one's basically Charlie from the Butcher King sends Bendy, Boris, and Alice up to space, and they have to basically fight. Let's see if I can find the page. They have to fight some bad guys. So my second favorite one is To the Moon, or Not Everyone's a Fan of Good Comedy. So this one's basically Charlie from the Butcher Gang sends Bendy, Boris, and Alice up into space, which then they have to fight these little alien guys. And it turns out that the moon is, of course, made of cheese, and which Boris eats almost the whole moon. So, that was pretty funny. One of my favorite ones, and I will tell you my final thoughts. Another good one is actually fans. They got their own kind of comics. Like this one, that's a fan idea. And other ones, like the Bendy Magic Show, they also got their own. And Train Trouble, they got theirs. And even Bendy goes on a treasure hunt, or is this one named The Devil's Treasure? But this is really good that they actually considered the fans. So here's my final thoughts. This is a great book. This is something I would recommend. It's cheap, it's only $10, and it's funny. Like, it's really funny. So, 10 out of 10. Read this in one day. Definitely 100% thinks you should get it. Well, comment, like, subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll see you guys later in the next video. Let's see if this one can get to another 1,000 views, because apparently all you guys like my book reviews.